Okay, Marsha. Yeah, you can continue. Don't open your eyes. So release your hands. And keep on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly by seeing your fingers, you have to open your eyes. By seeing your fingers. You want in English?
Namaste. Welcome you all. those who are here online and offline. There are many who have joined us online today. So for today's Tuesday weekly Dhyana Satsangha, we are very fortunate, we are very blessed to have with us Puja Swami Narayanan Saraswati Maharaj, who is a very wonderful sadhaka, sannyasa whom I knew for a very long time. We have been associated for a long time as co-travelers in this path. And being a senior, I have taken up guidance in various aspects all through this journey. And it's a privilege that today Swamiji is here. Zoom not a
Back in the mobile minute. Okay.
Swamiji had done his Vedanta learning from Chinmaya Mission. Most of us are aware of Chinmaya Mission. Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji who started it, followed by Guruji Swami Tejomayananji, and currently led by Swami Swarupananda. So after his Vedanta training there, Swamiji has been training, teaching in the Gurukula as a Upa Acharya there. And then to explore more in the path of yoga after his Vedanta learning, he joined the Bihar School of Yoga under the great lineage of Swami Shivananda Saraswati Maharaj, whom we have here in Yalakushala. Swami Satyananda Saraswati is a great illustrious yoga master, a pioneer, pole star in the field of yoga. And Swamiji directly got trained under the nuances of all yogi practices from Sakshat Swami Satyananda Saraswati Maharaj, and had a sannyasa diksha from Sakshat Swami Satyananda Saraswati Maharaj. So in a way, both the Chinmaya Mission is also Parampara of Swami Shivananda Saraswati, and we have School of Yoga also in the Parampara of Swami Shivananda Saraswati. So in that great lineage of both Swami Shivananda, Satyananda, Chinmayananji, Swamiji is here as a wonderful embodiment of yoga and Vedanta, great master of Samskrita, and a wonderful musician. The other day was telling Swamiji would have had 10 hands, 10 pair of hands. He would have been, playing the tabla, the mridangam, the harmonium, the veena, all together, and would be singing and also would be dancing. Such is the wonderful personality. If I talk, I would be talking because we have been together. We were together at SVSA on our invitation. Swamiji had been at SVSA Yoga University and had been teaching yoga, Vedanta, yoga to all our students over there. So we welcome on behalf of Pyramid Adhyatma Dhyanalaya. Welcome Puja Swami Narayanan Saraswati Maharaj for me. So hello Bhash Praveen, hello Swamiji. ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ತೆಲುಗು ಚಿತ್ತಾರೋ, ಹಿಂದಿ में बोलते हैं. Now that's a problem because we have 10 people who each one would be want in various languages. So I left to Swamiji how we want to lead today's Dhyana Satsangha, importance of Dhyana and Adhyatma Jivana. Incidentally, Swamiji also when he came to Bangalore, when he started his yoga teaching, so he started with us Adhyatma Yoga Ashram. So when I also started this, it became Adhyatma Yoga, and now it is Pyramid Adhyatma Dhyanalaya along with our TSS. So it all matches in various ways, and over to Swamiji.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम् महागणपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु आनो दिवो बृहतः पर्वतादा सरस्वती यजता गन्तो यज्ञम् हवं देवेषु जुषाणकृता च शग्मानो वाचमुषति शृणोतु वाग्देव्यै नमः। मौनव्याख्या प्रकटित परब्रह्मतत्त्वं युवानम् वर्षेष्ठान्ते वसदृशिगणैः आवृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपम् स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे वटविटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषण्णम् सकलमुनिजनानां ज्ञानदातारमारात् त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवम् जननमरणदुःखच्छेददक्षन्नमामि चित्रं वटतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्याः गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानम् शिष्यास्तु छिन्नसंशयाः निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। If you could occupy the front seats, so it will inspire me a lot. Good. This is Krishna Kumar, sorry. हम शुरू करते हैं एक गीत से, एक भजन से, एक प्रार्थना से, ठीक है? हिंदी भजन है। मैं बिहार में था बहुत सालों तक, वहाँ सत्यानंद जी की छाया क्षेत्र में मैं एक छात्र था, तो वहाँ हिंदी भजन, हिंदी भाषा सब हिंदी में ही चलता था, तो हिंदी में भी हम भजन गाते थे। अभी याद आया, गा लेते हैं। बिना ये ज्ञान कहा रे मन, बिना ये ज्ञान कहा रे मन, गुरु बिना ये ज्ञान कहा रे मनवा, ज्ञान बिना ये देह अधूरा, ज्ञान बिना ये देह अधूरा, हरि चरण कमल कैसे पाऊं मैं, बिना ज्ञान कहाँ रे मन, गुरु बिना ज्ञान कहाँ रे मन। काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोह अहंकार है जीव का दुश्मन, काम क्रोध मद लोभ अहंकार है जीव का दुश्मन, भक्ति विनय से सेवा भाव से, भक्ति विनय से सेवा भाव से, जानो ये गुरु महिमा रे मन, पहचानो ये गुरु महिमा रे मन, हरि चरण कमल कैसे पाऊं मैं, बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मन, गुरु बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मन। नित्य निरंतर अंतरयामी, नित्य निरंतर अंतरयामी, हृदय विराजे मेरे स्वामी, नित्य निरंतर अंतरयामी, हृदय विराजे मेरे स्वामी, कैसे पाऊं उस भगवान को, कैसे पाऊं उस भगवान को, गुरु कृपा के बिना रे मानव, गुरु दया के बिना रे मानव, हरि चरण कमल कैसे पाऊं मैं, बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मन, गुरु बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मन। इतनी क्षमता है कि मैं कुछ भी कर सकता, लेकिन वो ज्ञान अधूरा रह जाए, संपूर्ण नहीं हो, पूर्णता को हम प्राप्त नहीं करेंगे. We always have to be complete in our personality, not half. Not थोड़ा इधर थोड़ा उधर, ये भी कुछ वो भी कुछ. ऐसे कहता है न घर के न घाट के, इधर भी नहीं उधर का भी नहीं. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಬಸವಣ್ಣವರು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಲ್ಲುವವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಸಲ್ಲುವರಯ್ಯ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಲ್ಲದವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಸಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲ. Meaning we have to be qualified in life, not in education, not in like our degrees. That is not the reflection of education. Those degrees we have beside our names are only udara poshana matram, only for our daily living, not for our enlightenment. For enlightenment, we have to seek a teacher, not just an ordinary teacher, a spiritual teacher who has already gained the experience. See, we have all the Mahatmas, all entire clan of gurus. They have experienced the truth. And there is a rule in Adhyana. If at all you have learned something, usko baanto. Please share with others what you have experienced. That is Adhyana. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam, deva pitrakaryaabhyam na pramaditavyam. Do not give up all those etiquettes that the elders have taught us. You follow and also inspire others to follow. That is Adhyana. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನಾನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನಾನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಪಾಡು ನಾನು. Then you are very, very selfish. Our Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda Maharaj used to say, those who are selfish, I always smell something fishy in them. Some kind of doubtful character. You cannot believe him or her. Those who can share with others their joy, their experience, their sorrows. I tell you, वो है मनुष्य, है ना? आचार्य शंकर विवेक चूड़ामणि में कहते हैं, दुर्लभम त्रयमेवैतत् दैवानुग्रह हेतुकम मनुष्यत्वम मुमुक्षुत्वम महापुरुष संश्रयाः. These three are very difficult to attain. What are those three? Manushyattva, please say. Mumukshutva, Mahapurusha, Samshraya. Manushyattva, humanity. We are all human beings, but being human is very rare. Isn't it? Mumukshutva. We all have to aspire for liberation. We have to cut asunder these shackles of physical entity. We are not just physical bodies. Of course, we are living in this body, but we are not, we are not curtailing ourselves in this coin, mortal coin. We are something different. We are not this. Why we are not this? Because the Shastras, the scriptures say that you are of that nature where you are unchanged, unmodified. You are the truth. And compare that with this body, ever changing. Millions of cells die in a second. Trillions of cells are born in the next fraction of a second. It is so fast. We are not able to grasp the truth. The body is ever changing. And we all have in our experience. We were not the same some 20, 30 years ago. No. This body was not such. Maybe if at all we were 15-year-old before, now I am 35, 40. The same is not. My stamina, my thinking faculty is completely changed. My perspective has changed. See that? Everything has changed. But one remains unchanged. That is the truth. And we call it as 5 great elements. It remains unchanged throughout. Take the space. Has it changed? No. Take the fire. Has it changed? No. In 1908, the fire was little cold. Now it seems to be hot. Sorry. Fire is ever hot. From the time immemorial. Water? No, water, earlier it was always flowing through me. Now it is going away from me. Water is always water. No change at all. Air, Vayu, see? No change. Prithvi, the same planet. Millions of people have come. Yeah. Some are in the photographs like this. Some, at that time, they didn't have even a camera. So, no photographs. How was your great-grandfather? Sorry, Swamiji. I haven't seen. What was his name? Name? I don't remember. See that? Many bodies have come, many bodies have gone. Body is not permanent. Space, fire, water, earth, and air. Unchanged. Because these are all God-made. Whatever changes, man-made. God-made is permanent. Man-made is impermanent, not permanent, temporal. We all live in a world which is temporary existence. This is the Dhyana. We all do not live permanently here. See, Patriji Maharaj established a beautiful organization. Millions of people come over there. Our Shri Subramanya Shreshti guides people over there. Many evolve, elevate themselves from the lower world to the higher world of consciousness, the divinity. Because that is the truth that is permanent. You cannot change it. It doesn't modify. See, what our age-old rishis have experienced, we also experience the same. If at all, we are guided by a guru, by a teacher. Isn't it? Just a couple of days ago, I was conducting Bhagavad Gita class online. Every Sunday evening we conduct. Just day before. We were explaining the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Sankhya Yoga. Achedyo yamadahyo yam apledyo shoshya evacha nitya sarvagatasthanu achaloyam sanatana. All descriptions of what we are, our own true essential nature. After the class, there was some question answer, some interaction. We shall have here also. I will conclude exactly at 10 minutes to 6. or 15 or quarter hour to 6, so that we can have some 15 or 10 minutes interactions. So there was interaction later on after the class. One person from Mysore, Sri Venkateshan, he asked me the question. Swamiji, we talk about this true nature, Atma Swarupa, essential nature. What really is Atma? This was his question. Then I remembered Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, what he had explained to a foreigner when the same question was asked to him years ago. What is it? Because you remain in silence, you never speak. How can we understand? Ramana Maharshi said, instead of explaining, in a very long, lengthy way, because we all now in a fast paced life, we do not want lengthy answers. If at all somebody gives me a book, a very hard, even hard to even hold it. So I say, okay, Swamiji, बहुत वजन है, रख दीजिए, मैं बाद में पढ़ लेता हूँ, मैं छूता भी नहीं हूँ. I will never touch it also, but so hard, some 1,000 pages. But I'll give some small leaflet, one page, maybe 2 lines, 3 lines. You will immediately read it. What subject is given? What? Hardly 3 lines. It takes hardly some 5-6 seconds. Come on, padho, khatam karo. So we all like short answers, not lengthy answers. If at all I keep on talking here, hours together, I say, let us have the satsang up to 8:30. 8:30. Oh my God. I had planned only up to 6. We do not want lengthy answers. We don't want long talks. Short answers, crisp answers. So the question, answer, calm, cut. Ramana Maharshi said, okay, very good question. Now, instead of answering a lot, let us be some kind of enthusiastic in knowing the answer. Meaning you also have to involve. It's not that I go on talking and you go on listening. I don't know whether you are listening or not, whether you are here or somewhere else. So, Ramana Maharshi said, I'll ask you a few questions. Please answer. Because I know that you are very erudite scholar. You are very prudent. So, let me ask you questions. Please answer. No, please, Maharshi, I do not know all the answers in the from scriptures. I haven't even studied any scripture. No. I do not ask any kind of spiritual question. Very simple questions. Okay, I'll try. Ramana Maharshi asked the first question. How old is your body? He didn't ask how old are you. Normally, whenever we speak, how old are you? I'm 65. It's not all. I'm 55. I'm 50. I'm 30. Meaning we are referring to the body. So Ramana Maharshi directly asked the question. How old is your physical body? Because we always start the counting that time when this body was born, isn't it? We never counted backward. We always forward from where we were born. First year, second year, third year. So continuous. So how old is your body? The person who asked the question also was a very well sadhaka. He said, Maharshi, this body is 65 years old. Very good. See, very simple question. You know the answer? Yes, these questions I can answer. Okay. How was your body? Some 30 years ago. Just recollect. Flashback. We have in movies flashback. 20 साल पहले 20 साल बाद क्या हुआ? All black and white. Then it goes from color to black and white. Because 20 साल पहले या 30 साल पहले हुआ था. So, how old was this body? 30 years. 65 minus 30. 55. Maharshi, I was very, very energetic. I was dynamic, very powerful. I was just married and I had a very beautiful son. 35 years old. Very good memory. How was this body? 30 years ago. 35 minus 30. 35 minus 5. Just 5 Mahर्षि, just boy. मैं सिर्फ छोटा बच्चा था, खेलना खेलना कूदना, मौज करना, मस्ती में रहना, रोना, छेड़ा करना. Some just 5-year-old. What can the 5-year-old boy do? आचार्य शंकर से बाल्यस्तावत् क्रीडासक्तः, तरुणस्तावत् तरुणीसक्तः, वृद्धस्तावत् चिन्तासक्तः, परमे ब्रह्मणि कः अपि आसक्तः? He asks a very sarcastic question, Acharya Shankar. When you were a child, only play. I play, I win, I lose, I cry, I win, I celebrate. Only play, nothing else. Some kind of hunger, I eat, again make merry. Masti mein raho. Balyastavat kridasakta. Tarunastavat, you become a taruna. Young. Youth, in the ripe youth age. What was your occupation? Taruni asakta. Love, love. I love you, I love you. That kind of attraction. Maybe a distraction in our spiritual terminology. It is a distraction. That was an attraction. Tarunastavat, taruni asakta. Okay, you become old. Riddhastavat. When you are old. Chinta asakta. Always worry. Why didn't I do meditation before? Why didn't this happen before? Why didn't I come here? I just really, wasted my life. Chinta. Oh, Swamiji. Oh God, Chinta asakta. Sarcastically, Acharya Shankara asks, Parame Brahmani kaha api asakta? Is anyone here who are interested to know your essential nature? Who are you? Most of them are always in the worldly matters, materialistic way of thinking. मुझे खाना, कपड़ा, मकान मिल जाए, बस समझिए, life going on very well. How is your life? No, I eat as much as I make. I eat. I make merry. मौज करता हूँ, मस्ती में जाता हूँ, पार्टी में जाता हूँ. क्या चाहिए? पैसा है, मकान है, अपना मकान है. बेंगलुरु में अपना मकान तो आप राजा है, तो बस और क्या चाहिए? That's life. नहीं meditation, some kind of bhajan, kirtan, जब समझे? I do not like. What? मैं मस्ती में हूँ, क्या चाहिए? बस मैं मस्ती में मजे में हूँ. ये सब वगैरह नाटक, सब नाटक करते हैं. मैं बिलीव नहीं करता. So nobody thinks of that kind of supreme. What is the reality? What is the secret of life? Nobody questions. Only when COVID-19 enters your bosom, and then you say, Swamiji, virus. I've already taken 2 doses. Booster dose also. Even then, doctor says, it is very hard to survive. You may go anytime. Swamiji somehow protect me. What happened? You were so, you're always masti mein, मजे में. क्या हुआ? Sorry, वो सच नहीं था, सब झूठा हुआ. मैं उस वक्त अंधे में था, अंधकार में था, मैं अंधा बन गया था. आंखें हैं लेकिन मैं अंधा बन गया था. So in the childhood, only play, waste your life. So this man replied, Maharishi, I was 5-year-old, I was just spending my time in playing. How was this body 5 years before? 5 years before? 5 years before, I was not yet born. Where were you? I was in the mother's womb. W-O-M-B. B is silent. Womb, not womb. No, there is no word womb in English. Womb. Because many words in English, some letters are silent. Because I teach English, I teach spoken English, I teach grammatical English. Students ask, Swamiji, why the letter is silent? I reply in a very jovial way, because that letter was dumb. Therefore, it is silent. It is not talkative like you and me. So, therefore, it is silent. So, I was in the mother's womb. Very good. Your thinking is so good. Very, very subtle. I think you were in the mother's womb for 9 months, right? Yes. So they say, I don't know. How were you before 9 months? How were you? Same physical body. How were you 9 months before you entered your mother's womb? Marshi, just a minute, let me think. Maybe I was the father's womb. See that? Because when father ejected his sperm into the ovary of the mother, it fructified and then it became a cell. And it broke into, it doubled itself to 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. It multiplied itself. And it got its kind of limbs. Baby was born. I was in the father's womb before I entered mother's womb. Good answer. Perfect answer. Where were you before you entered the father's womb? Before I entered the father's womb, I just remember somewhere I had read that Annat Bhavati Bhutani Parjanyat Anna Sambhava. I had read somewhere that this body is born out of food. And food is born because of rain. Parjanyat Anna Sambhava. Maharshi, before I entered the father's womb, I was food. Through food, I entered the father's womb. Very good thinking capacity. You have learned a lot. How were you before you became food? Sorry, let me think. Parjanya Anna Sambhava. Parjanya, water, rainwater. Maharshi, I was in the form of a water droplet. Okay. How were you before you became a droplet? Rain comes from the cloud, isn't it? Maybe I was in the space, because every cloud is just a collection of all the droplets together. It's the cloud. So I was in the space. How were you before you entered the space? I was in the cosmos. Okay. Before you came into the cosmos, where were you? He closed his eyes, went deep into meditation. Maharshi alerted him. You never answered my question. Where were you before you entered the cosmos? Again, no answer. Maharshi replied, that is your essential nature. See that? The same question which was asked the day before yesterday by Sri Venkateshan from Mysuru. The same answer was given on that occasion. Meaning, this kind of world, what we are seeing, the flora and fauna. These are all ephemeral, not eternal. We are all spiritual seekers. We always seek the eternal, that which lasts forever. Not, come and, with just halfway through. No? We have to be complete. Complete knowledge is perfect knowledge. Half knowledge is very dangerous. No knowledge is even better. But half knowledge is very dangerous. But we have to always be complete. How to complete? There is a Subhashita. I will quote the Subhashita, explain it, and then conclude my talk. The Subhashita says, Acharyat padam adatte. Padam sa brahmacharibhyah. Padam swamedhaya shakti. Padam kala kramena cha. The question is, how we become complete in life? The answer is, suppose we imagine the completion of the knowledge as a circle, a beautiful round circle. We can divide it into 4 quarters. A circle can be divided into 4 quarters. Subhashita says, Acharya padam adatte. Whatever we learn from the teachers can be my father, my mother, my uncle, my aunt, my brother, my sister, whosoever it may be. All are teachers, my friends. I learn a lot. My neighbors, my relatives, I learn a lot. All put together, you get only quarter of the knowledge, including your college teachers, school teachers, everybody. Only quarter portion. Padam means quarter. Padam adatte means you accumulate. Padam, only quarter portion. From whom? Acharyat. Acharyas, those who follow the knowledge and then also teach. There are many, words in Sanskrit for teacher. Upadhyaya, Acharya, Adhyapaka, etc. So those are different portfolios of a teacher. Anyway, so all put together, Acharyas, they teach only quarter portion of the knowledge. So still 75% is empty. So another quarter, Padam sa brahmacharibhyah. I get another quarter portion from my sahapatis, my classmates. Because same age, I am 12, he is also 12. So we converse together. What did the teacher say in the morning class? Sorry, I was just, I was somewhat drowsy, sleepy. I couldn't grasp the idea. Could you please explain what we have understood? So he explains. Suppose he feels drowsy in some class. So I explain to him. We transact we exchange our thoughts. So I learn from my classmates, and because of the same age, contemporaries. So we learn from them, and then that fills the another quarter portion of knowledge. So half is complete, still half is empty. So another quarter, they say, Padam swamedhaya shakti. You recollect what you had studied, you think, you ponder, you digest the idea from your own intellect, from your own thinking capacity. Padam swamedhaya shakti. Medhas means your IQ, intelligence quotient. So you think on your own and come to a conclusion and complete the knowledge. So that completes 75%. Acharya padam adatte. Padam brahmacharibhyah, your classmates. Padam swamedhaya, by your own intellectual capacity. And the 4th quarter, it's still empty. I'm only 75% full. I'm not complete yet. So the Acharya, the Subhashitakara says, Padam kala kramena cha. You fill the remaining quarter as you progress in your age. Belita kalitiv now. जब हम बड़े हो जाते हैं, सिर्फ हम खाली बड़े नहीं हैं, सीख लेते हैं, सीख सीख कर हम बड़े हो जाते हैं और वी बिकम ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಪಕ್ವತೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣರಾಗಿ ಜ್ಞಾನವಂತರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಇನ್ನೂ ಇದೇ ಜೀವನ ನಮಗೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಇದೆಯೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವು 2 ವರ್ಷ 3 ವರ್ಷ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನಾಳೆನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಕ್ಕಂಬೋದು. ಯಾರು ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ನೋ ಮೋರ್. Yesterday he was speaking with us. You witnessed the morning. No more. I will be seated same way, but I'm not at all in the body. God. Hari Om Tat Sat. And then you go, oh, Swamiji, yesterday he spoke so very well. Today, no more. So until we end the life, we learn. Until we depart, we learn. There is no end for learning. बच्चों से भी हमको सीखना चाहिए. Really true learner sees some knowledge even in a child. Is something. बच्चे को वो देखता है और बच्चे को हंसता कूदता. बच्चे ना infant be playing by itself. हम देखते हैं. We learn something. What we learn? We also should be childlike, not childish. So we can learn even from a child, even from an infant. But all we are true learners. So then our knowledge will be complete. So when the knowledge will be complete, at the end of the breath, still we are surviving, isn't it? This Anapana Sati is going on. Puraka, Rechaka. Until this going on, we reside in this limited entity called the physical body, gross body. Once it's gone forever. Hari Om Tat Sat. Either you bury or you burn. So I have decided not to bury this body after my demise, not to burn this body. I donate this body. So yesterday the process has begun. I need to fill a form and then formalities, etc. I will donate this body so that it can be even utilized. The eyes will be donated, and the organs, whatever can be used, can be donated. Now we have the transplantation also. They can use some organs even after death. So I am going to sign the form, and then I have to display it on in my ashram, so that I have already registered when this body, how the body should be given away. So I displayed in the hall of the ashram. We will donate this body. Until then, I learn. So in this way, let us experience our true essential nature, and we go on learning and seek the eternal. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಳಿತಾಗಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಜೈ Question answers, last 9 minutes. God himself is the Guru himself comes, but God himself comes in a Guru form. So we always have to have Guru himself or herself as our God. And not only Guru, even my mother is God, my father is God. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. And whenever a guest comes to our house, Atithi Devo Bhava, we include one more. We love our country very much. Rashtra Devo Bhava. So seek God in everyone and see that God appears before you. Okay. Any other question? कोई सवाल है तो पूछ सकते हैं, नहीं तो we will hand over back to Subhamanya.
Maybe we have so many people online.
Yeah, yes.
So let's see. I had kept them all muted.
Yeah, you can unmute them.
But now I will.
Any questions you may please ask. Raise your hand and you may ask.
We will go to the gallery so you can see them all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody?
Anybody want to ask any questions here? Excellent session, Guruji. Thank you so much. Manik has messaged. Yeah, the feedback is fine. Wow. Any questions you want to ask? Swamiji is here now. Humble pranams, Ananda Seva, Ashtanga Yoga Sadhana Kendra.
Okay. Anybody?
Yes, please.
No, you are. Please unmute yourself.
Namaste. So, pranams, I'm Satya Prakash.
Yes, Satya Prakash.
In the present context, what is the best way to go ahead with the present world?
Sorry, can you
And
please
still keeping abreast whatever you say how talked of.
Repeat your question clearly. What is the way to go ahead in the present world?
Yeah, keeping abreast of whatever Swamiji has informed us as the values to be cared for.
Right, Satya Prakash. So, in the present context, we all are living in the same world, and we are all bombarded with some information from the media, electric media or print media, etc. But we need to follow a kind of rule that is explained in Sanskrit as Hamsa Kshira Nyaya. Let us follow it. Hamsa Kshira Nyaya. It is said that a Hamsa, if at all you mix milk and water and keep it before it, it sucks only milk and lives with the water. Similarly, in this present context, in this present world, what we are living, we have all sorts of inputs. So let us take in only what is essential for us, what is good for us. And of course, there is bad in it. Let us give away that, reject the bad, ignore the negativities. So in this way, we can go ahead in our life, inspiringly motivating ourselves. Clear, Satya Prakash?
Thank you. Dhanyavad.
There is one.
Mahalakshmi here.
Yeah.
Yes, Mahalakshmi.
Guruji, in Telugu, one phrase is there. We hear usually, Sivudi Agnya lenide Chimaina Kuttadu. Without the permission of Lord Shiva, even ant will not bite, right? If that is the case, if everything is coming with the Ishvara Ichha Anusara, how come we are become victims in between? Like, why does the sin or the papa or punya comes to an individual?
Right, Mahalakshmi. To correct your question, we are not the victims of what we are experiencing. It is what we deserve in our life. And we may not get all what we desire. Because you are rightly pointed out in Telugu, in Sanskrit it is called as Tena Vina Trunam Api Na Chalati. The same thing, what has been explained in Telugu, in Sanskrit is Tena Vina Trunam Api Na Chalati. Without his Agnya or Adesha, even a grass cannot be tilted, isn't it? So everything is Ishvara Ichha only. Even you are asking the question is also Ishvara Ichha. Even the answer you are getting is also Ishvara Ichha. So everything is it's a play, it's a leela. It is going on from the time immemorial. But let's not be a victim of all these experiences. We need to gain from these experiences rather than being a victim. We can gain only when we take it in a positive frame network. If at all we have kind of pessimism in us, pessimistic way of thinking, we always think that I am a doormat, मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता हूँ, मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर सकती हूँ. So that is a kind of pessimistic way of thinking. Let us be optimistic and see the Ishvara Leela going on in and through every speck of this world. Clear? Thanks, Maharaj. Yes.
One question here, and Anurag.
Sorry, make it short.
How do we discipline ourselves? How do we bring an inner discipline?
To make ourselves disciplined, first of all, we need to be ready to know what I am lacking in. We need to accept our limitations. Because when you go to a Vaidya, when you go to a doctor, the doctor always asks, what's your problem? Meaning, once you know the problem, then you'll be able to solve the problem. If at all you do not know what is the problem, how do you find the solution? So if at all I need to discipline my life, if at all this question is being raised, how do I discipline my life? I am trying to understand that I am not disciplined. Once I know that I am not disciplined, then I'll take some steps to discipline myself. Meaning, first I have to know what I am lacking in. What are my addictions? What I am addicted to? So once we try to ponder, maybe introspect ourselves. We need to always introspect ourselves. The introspection helps us a lot. Our Gurudev used to say, before you sleep tonight, introspect yourself, what all happened in the day's schedule. How much wrong you did, how much lies you spoke, how much good you did. Just analyze yourself and then make it have a timetable. Our Parama Gurudev, Swami Shivananda Maharaj, gives a spiritual diary for all of us. You can see even in the net also, in the Divine Life Society, he has 20 spiritual disciplines. You have to answer yourself. You should not show to others. It is not for pradarshana, not for getting some kind of praise from others. It is for your own evolution. Have that kind of diary in you and answer all those questions. And you analyze yourself. You'll realize on January 3rd, 2023, I had written, I spoke 23 lies today. And on February 3rd, 2023, you see, you spoke only 3 lies on that day. Meaning you are trying to discipline yourself. Let me reduce all my negativities. Let me increase all my positivities. How much energy I do have. Now, in the next month, we are going to do some kind of pranayama camp. So in that, we instruct them. So you have capacity to breathe. Why don't you do it? No, Swamiji, I am breathing. No, this breathing is passive. You have to actively breathe, meaning you have to be aware of how much length, how long you have to breathe. I tell you, if at all you are really a seeker, you have to take 1 breath per minute. 30 seconds, Pura. 30 seconds, Rechak. 1 minute, 1 breath. If at all you are able to do it, you can be disciplined throughout your life and you can never be a victim to any disease. I guarantee you. Pardon?
It affects brain waves.
Very much. No, when we are in Bihar School of Yoga, they put all the electrodes on the head, on the heart and everything. And then we sit and they analyze before, after. Swamiji was seated at 11:29 a.m. recording. And then, how is his breathing now? Check. Parameters written. And then, what kind of pranayama? What is that pranayama called? You include all 4 types of pranayama there. Meaning, first you have to intake the breath, puraka, and then antarkupaka, and then rechaka, and then bahirkupaka. All these 4, if at all you can do completely, that is pranayama. So we do nadi shodhana pranayama. And there is a ratio also. How much seconds should be your intake? How much seconds you have to hold the breath within? How much seconds you have to let go the breath out? And how much seconds you have to leave the breath which you have already expelled. So then again the parameters are written during the Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. Then after the parameters. I tell you, tremendous effect on the brain. Your memory power increases, you reduce all your vasanas, you will be jovial, you will be healthy, you will never be in sorrow. Yesterday, in day before yesterday's class, online class Bhagavad Gita, somebody asked a question. Swamiji, even a Mahatma will, face difficulty. Even a common man also face difficulty. What is the difference? Both face difficulties. And Bhagavad Gita very clearly mentions, Acharya Shankara in his Bhashya very clearly mentions that common man experiences difficulties and also suffers. Whereas an evolved soul, he also experiences difficulties, but he never feels sorrow. He enjoys it. Therefore, in Hindi bhajan we say, how should we pray? Karo raksha vipatti se prabho yah prarthana meri vipat se phal nahi paun prabho yah prarthana meri. How a seeker prays and how an ordinary person says a prayer. Karo raksha vipatti se. ನನ್ನ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳಿಂದ ಕಾಪಾಡು, ವಿಪತ್ತುಗಳಿಂದ ಕಾಪಾಡು. Please protect me. Prabhu, na prarthana aisi nahi. I will not pray that way. What is my kind of prayer? Sadhak. How he prays? He said, vipatt se bhay nahi paun. Prabhu yah prarthana. I also pray, oh Lord, let me not fear for facing any kind of difficulties. That is my prayer.
ಈಗ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮುಖ್ಯವೋ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ತರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ನತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಹತ್ತಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನತ್ತಿಗೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರಲ್ವ ಅದೇ ತರ ನವರಂಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಹಾಕೋದು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ನಿಜ ಅನಿಸ್ಬಿಡಿ.
ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತೈಲ ಅಭ್ಯಂಜನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾರಕ್ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅಥವಾ 3 ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಎಣ್ಣೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮೈ ತಿಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ನಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇಡೀ ಶರೀರವು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸತ್ಯದ ಒಂದು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕವಾದಂತಹ ಜ್ಞಾನವೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶರೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಆಹಾರ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ನೋದ, ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಂದ್ರೆ ರೋಗವೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಏನು ಅಡ್ಡ ಅಡ್ಡ ಉದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಶರೀರ. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಹಿಂಗಾಗ್ಬಿಡಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವಲ್ಲೂ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸರಿಯಾದಂತ ಆ ಏನು ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಸರಿಯಾದಂತ ಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸರಿಯಾದ ನಿದ್ದೆ, ಸರಿಯಾದ ಮಾತು, ಸರಿಯಾದ ಮೌನ. ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಸುಮ್ಮನಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ. ನಾವು ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮಾತಾಡೋದ್ರೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು. ಈಗ ಪಾಪ ಸುಬ್ಬು ಭಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಬನ್ನಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸತ್ಸಂಗ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾಕು ಸುಬ್ಬ ನಾ ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಕರೆದಿರೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಸುಬ್ಬು ಭಯ ಅಂತ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕರೆದು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಸಮಯ ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಹಾರದಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಅಭ್ಯಂಜನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ರೋಗ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ನಾವು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಬೇಡ, ಏನೋ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಏನೋ ರೋಗ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಶರೀರ ಕೂಡ ಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಆನಂದವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ, ತಿಕ್ಬೇಕು ಅದು ತಿಕ್ಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಸಿಲು ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅವಾಗ ತಿಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಏನು ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಡೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಕೃತಕ ಡೈಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದು.
ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಲಬೆರಕೆ ನೀರ್ ಬೇಡ, ಕಲಬೆರಕೆ ಊಟ ಬೇಡ, ಕಲಬೆರಕೆ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಬೇಡ, ಕಲಬೆರಕೆ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಬೇಡ, ನೀನ್ ದೇವರ
ಸತ್ಯದ ಮಾತು.
ಮಾಡುದನ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಮಾಡು, ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಂದ ಅದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಮೊಮ್ಮಗ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ, ಅದು ಪಟ 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 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನೇ 2 years ಇಂದ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬರೀ ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಹಾಕೋದಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದೇಳಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇರಿ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಪಟ ಪಟ ಹೊಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇರಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ದಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಮುಂದೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದಾರಂತೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ದಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ನಾವು ಒಂಥರ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಆರ್ ಲೂಬ್ರಿಕೇಟಿಂಗ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗ ತಮಾಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಾಡಿ ಎರಡು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ we have to keep on maintaining the service in the body, servicing the gadi also, because this is also a gadi, this is also a vehicle, this is a tool for us to live the life. So adrinda idunu kuda chennagi lubricate ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು.
So there are few more questions. For example, like how would we do the chanting, right, of the Gayatri Japa and do the Nama Japam and all, and we would take these questions later in further sessions, and we'll have my Bhakti Yoga sessions where all this would be continued. So we would conclude here today's satsang, and at the same time, parallelly as we conclude the satsang now, we all know that last evening, the same time, the Param Pujya Siddheshwar Mahaswamiji had vacated his body on the auspicious occasion of the Vaikunta Ekadashi, and since last night until now, lakhs and lakhs of people have been going there for the Antima Darshan of Param Pujya Swamiji. So before the sunset, even the government, whatever the Sarkari Maryada they should do, they had concluded but extended the darshanam still more, because lakhs and lakhs from nooks and corners of Karnataka, Maharashtra, from various places, they're all gathering there for Swamiji's Antima Darshana. So at this time, let's all, pay our Shraddhanjali respects to Paramhamsa Parivrajaka Shrotriya Brahmanishta, Siddha Purusha, Jnana Yogi,
Jnana Yoga Ashrama, Swamiji was himself, the ashram itself is called Jnana Yoga Ashrama.
So, Sthita Prajna, as everyone calls him as Nadadaduva Devaragiruvantaha, an epitome of simplicity. Great people, Jagat Gurus and all would come and they would prostrate before him, because he was ever the simple, the same Siddheshwar Swami.
He never had pockets in his kurta. No pockets, no money. Never used to touch money.
So, transformation is what he had brought in thousands and lakhs of people's life. So that's what is bringing them all here. He would stay months long in each village and do his pravachan and bringing the transformation among common masses. That's how he has reached the hearts of all of us. Of course, through the Vani teachings that he had given, very simple ways. How many of you have seen Swamiji? Eshtana Siddheshwar Swamiji nodidira? Navelleru nodidiri. Kelidiri. Innu kelbodu. ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಶ್ರವಣ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. 1 ನಿಮಿಷದ ಮೌನದಿಂದ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾಂಜಲಿಯನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸೋಣ. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's put our hands together to our pranams to Swamiji. ಈಗ ಶರೀರವನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನು ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಲೀನರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತಸ್ಯ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಲೀನಸ್ಯ ಪರಸ್ಸ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಸತ್ಸಂಗವನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತಹ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನಾರಾಯಣನ್ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವಿಬ್ರು ಸೇರಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆಶ್ರಮಗಳ ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ನನಗೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಧ್ಯಾನ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದೀವಿ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಆ ಮಾತು ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ, ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಅವ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಲೇಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ನೀವು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದ ಮಾತು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದು ಸತ್ಸಂಗವನ್ನ ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಪಿರಮಿಡ್ ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಧ್ಯಾನಾಲಯದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಸಾಧಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಮನೆಗಳು, ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. ಪರಸ್ಪರ ನಾವಿಬ್ರು ಆ ರೀತಿಯ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಗಳು ಅವರು ನಿಜವಾದ ಪರಿವ್ರಾಜಕ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ಪಾಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗ ಏರ್ಪಡಿಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಆಶ್ರಮ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಋಷಿಕೇಶ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು. ಅನಂತರ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅನಂತರ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕಳೆದ ವಾರ ನಡೆದಿರುವಂತಹ, ಕಳೆದೊಂದು 2 ವಾರದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಯೋಗ ಸಮ್ಮಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಮಿತ್ರರು ಯೋಗಿ ಜಯದೇವರ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ, ದೇವರಾಜ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ವಿ ಬೋತ್ ಕುಡ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್. And since then we are in touch, and Swamiji ಅವರು ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಆಗಾಗ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ we will plan some regular satsang, regular sessions, like weekly ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು, ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಆ ತರದ ಒಂದು ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸುಮಾರು ತುಂಬಾ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕಲಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲಿ ವೆಲ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್ಡ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಹೊರಗೋಗೋ ಆ ವಿಷಯ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಆಗಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನ ಕೈ ಸತಿ ಜ್ಞಾಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದ್ರ ಇನ್ ದ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕುಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಓರ್ ದ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್. Only when we were getting ready to start here, that maybe in 2 minutes time I had sent, and immediately there are more than 50 people online who had joined. I have never announced it priorly that it is going to be there. Because Swamiji prati Tuesday ನಾವು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ 4 to 6 this will continue, Sudhamani and everyone who are there, 4 to 6 every week will continue. Only problem would be the language. So sometimes it's Kannada or English or something. What or else we can do is, I'll plan with our team here, weekly one day we will keep it English satsang, one day as a Kannada satsang. So I think English and Kannada, these two at least we could do. ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಸೀಮಿತವಾಗಿ ಇಡೋಣ, ಒಂದಿನ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೋಣ, so that people from outside, we have a lot of people from other stations and abroad also have joined. For them it will be better. I'll announce you all that. Thank you all for staying with us. Namaste. And in fact I was thinking, what should we offer to Swamiji? I didn't bring any fruits or anything to give. Usually a phala samarpana is that which we should do Swami for sannyasis, because he is our in-house Swamiji. So he is our Asthana Swamiji for Adhyatma Yoga, Adhyatma Dhyanalaya now. So nothing to give, but today, the beginning of the new year, but Swamiji himself asked me, so do you have a diary? I said, Swamiji, I get lot of diaries, and starting of January, I start keeping up the diary, writing it, everything. By December, more than 10-12 diaries everywhere. Some few pages would have been written, and then everything lies like this. He said, no, from day January 1st I start, and 31st of December tak I maintain the same diary and write. This time I didn't get a diary. Just incidentally, I got today a beautiful diary from the Aravindo Ashram. The light of lights, Aravindo Ashram, words of Shri Aravindo is also very well quoted. So I thought the diary would be better serving its purpose with being with Swamiji. So yeah, offer it to Swamiji. And also we have Swamiji himself is a walking library, and there are a lot of books here. I thought of giving him some book, but I leave the choice to him. He can go and pick up whatever book of the PSSM movement of Patriji, whatever he want to choose. Here he is free to choose book or books. And thank you once again. And of course, we are serving wonderful kashaya and snacks here. And I do it all. I give it also online to all of you. So yes.
They already accepted it.
Om pranaya swaha, panaya swaha, udanaya swaha, vyanaya swaha, samanaya swaha, brahmane swaha, kashayam nivedayami.
Please give
Maharaj, Swamiji. Okay, Hari Om.